Oops, trying to adjust the back of this. I am very late, but I came in here and the bulb was out, so I had to go find another bulb and change the light. So here I am. Oh, hi. Hi, Carla. Nice to see you. I see there are a few people who've made it in. I cannot believe another weekend has gone. It is just all going so fast. It really is. Hi, Rita. Great to see you. I have to tell, I'm really, really tired at the end of this weekend because it has been busy. I haven't gotten a thing done in my house, and I'm feeling terrible about that, and I really need to do so much. But yesterday, my neighbor Nikki had called me and asked me if I could go out with her. I actually wanted to film it, but she had her mother-in-law with her, so I thought that would be a little bit too much, and her mother-in-law doesn't speak English, so I decided not to try to do it, aside from which fact my battery was crazy low, so it probably would have died anyway, partway through it. But the reason she called me yesterday was she wanted me to go building the ark. Oh, is it pouring down there? Yeah, my leg feels as if it should be pouring up here. My leg has been killing me all day today. Hi, Sheila. Yeah, she wanted to go get some things for her house. 3 days, that's a lot. Yeah, we've had an awful lot of rain also. Hi, Kathy, nice to see you. So we were supposed to go to one store because we were just looking for some accessory kind of items. Actually, two. We went to Home Goods first, and we did pick up some things for her for the house. We did get a couple of silk plants. We got a nice little picture that, I'm trying to think of what it said. It was a motivational saying. I liked it a lot. Um, I wish I could remember what it said, but I don't. And then we also picked up, she needed a bench because they take their shoes off when they come in the house. And her husband had asked her to, get him someplace where he could sit down and take his shoes off. So we picked out a bench. I was very excited about it. It was almost a pinstripe, a little wider than a pinstripe, in black and cream, and it with a dark wood frame. Sat through 400 kids. Oh, okay. Walking across the stage. That's cute. So we went from there. She wanted to go back to Ashley Furniture because she had seen a mirror there, because I told her I wanted a mirror for the wall, a very large one, so it's a 6-foot mirror. And we picked up a couple of really nice candlesticks in a silver, kind of a hammered silver pattern that looked really good. The bench looks wonderful in the house. It just made me feel so good to do that because it felt like home to me. It's just, I love the design part of it. I really do. It's just so much fun, and it's instant gratification because when you see the things where they belong, it just makes such a difference, and it takes so little to make a really big difference. So it was kind of nice. And then Nikki she picked up pizza and Caesar salad. So we had dinner, and I sat and relaxed for a while. By the time I came home, I was so tired. I really couldn't do anything. I also had to get a lot of the rest of the stuff listed on Poshmark. So that was taken care of, most of it. I have just, I think, two things left. to put on, but it's so time consuming. And I'm just really tired. I started to nod off twice during the afternoon. Hi, Patty. Yes, I know. It's amazing. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely good thoughts to all of them. And speaking of that, it sort of also reminds me that this guy had contacted me from that dating site. He had contacted me a while back and told me he wanted to see me. And well, he sort of left out some pertinent information at the time. He doesn't drive, he lives in New Jersey. And I thought, well, I'm not driving to New Jersey. I wouldn't do it anyway. I wouldn't risk doing that under the best of circumstances. But certainly the way I feel now, it's a long ride and I wouldn't consider it. So he contacted me again tonight. He had contacted me the beginning of May, asked me if he could call me. He called me once and I wasn't available to answer the phone, and he never called back again. So tonight he said, I really want to see you, out of the blue. And then I got a little bit more information. And the reason he doesn't drive is because he had he had a stroke 14 years ago. And he said he hasn't been able to drive most of the time. And it made me feel bad for him. It really made me feel bad for him. So, yeah, so I told him he was welcome to call me if he wanted to. I said, but I will not be visiting New Jersey, but you're certainly welcome to call. And I know how it feels, obviously, when you are not well. So it's sad. It really is sad. So I found out a little bit more. He's actually, I have to find out how old he is, because he said he's living with his mother and two brothers. And I thought, his mother? You know, you sort of don't expect to hear that in my age. But yeah, if he does call me tomorrow night, I'll get a little more information. But I feel bad. And he said he gets lonely and bored. Um, yeah. And as I say, I mean, I know better than anybody how that feels. And I'm just so grateful that I was able to drive again, because I don't know if you remember, but that was a huge issue for me. It really was. The thought of not driving was my worst nightmare, because I needed to have my, you know, my independence, my ability to get myself around and not be dependent on other people and their availability to me, and feeling trapped. And, you know, so I know, I know. It is what it is. I've heard from several others, but I feel as if I feel as if most of them are sitting behind their computers in Nigeria and writing all this garbage. And I just don't trust most of them at this point. So it's kind of a bad way to go. It's almost, instead of, you know, being innocent until proven guilty, to me, they're all guilty until proven innocent. So I guess maybe it's because of the experience that I've had. And I really don't trust it a whole lot. Hi, Renee. Ah, oh, okay. Aw, I'm glad you were able to stop by, even if for a little while. So that's good. Hi, how are you? It's nice to see you, Eric. Um, yeah, I know. I need to be a little cautious, because, and lately, when I'm doing work, aw, thanks. When I'm doing work around the house, I tend to put on, I know they are, I know they are, and it's really sad. So, yeah, I would love to have a relationship with a real person. And when I say a relationship, I mean have somebody to talk to, have dinner with, you know, spend some time with, get to know, normal, something normal. Oh, one of the guys, I don't know if I told you this, one of the guys who wrote to me, I Linda told me she thought that he was trying to um, actually be, yeah, Ben Gay is available. Um, that I forgot what it was again. Something about the guy who. Wait a second. Let me see if I can find it. I think she said she thought that he was trying to say something nice, but I didn't take that way at all. I took it as an insult, and I thought, wow, that's a little weird. But then again, all the weird ones are finding me. This, oh, this is the guy. He wrote, well, I had said something about, I'm looking for somebody who's normal. Does normal exist? And if it does, let me know. So this guy wrote, you certainly don't look normal, LOL. And I was like, what? But Linda thought that he was really actually trying to be nice. So I don't know. But yeah, I don't have a whole lot of patience for it anymore. I really don't. I guess I want to spend my time with normal people, or as close to that as I can get, and not waste my time with things that are, I know. I thought that was a really bizarre thing to write. Of course, I didn't write back to him, and I thought, if you want to start a conversation with somebody that's not, I know. I thought that was really, really strange. I mean, he didn't know anything about me other than what I wrote, which was, I thought that all the normal people had gone the way of the dodo bird, and that if normal still existed, to please let me know. And I said that I'm basically an upbeat person who looks at life. Well, that's funny, Casey, because that's what Linda thought he meant. But it's a very strange way to say it if that is what he meant. That really is very. It, I would be afraid to talk to him because if that's the way he talks, yeah, it was definitely an odd thing for me. But this guy tonight, I was trying to be nice and telling him he could call me. Mm. But then at the end, he said to me, okay. He said, I'll call you tomorrow night, okay? And then he said, I really want to see you. So I wrote back and I said, you can call me, but you will not be seeing me. What did he say? Oh, he said, you you certainly don't look normal. LOL. Hi. There are some strange people out there. Yes. Yes. Yeah, my gut was definitely that that was odd. And then you get the ones who write this long kind of flowery thing, and you say they had a ghostwriter. Oh, here's another one who writes to me and says, stunning, sexy woman with an incandescent smile and kissable lips. I don't want them to lead with that. I really don't. I watch too much of crime shows. That's what I started to say when I'm cleaning. I really very much like to um, watch crime shows. And some of the stuff, I'm trying to see the one, there was one guy who wrote this whole long thing. Oh, here's another one who wrote to me, that smile looks delicious. Friendly, warm. approachable, delicious. I don't know. Is it me? It turns me off. It really turns me off. I really, there was one, a guy says he's a writer, and he writes this long, very flowery thing that a man would not write typically. Yeah, they're all exactly. They're all civil engineers or some kind of engineers, and those are the ones I think are sitting in Nigeria behind the computer screens. And one telltale thing for me every time with these guys, every single time, well, that's not true, almost every single time. At one point in the conversation, in the note that they're writing, they say, I will love to get to know you, or something like that, rather than I would. Well, it's yes, yes, absolutely. When they pose with children, or sometimes they'll pose with a dog. There was a guy who said he wanted to friend me on Facebook today. Exactly. It's like they don't really understand the language and its nuances. So when they say I will like to get to know you, it's instant giveaway and it's bye bye Charlie. Um, God, that's really funny. I knew a guy in uniform many, many, many moons ago whose name was Charlie. He was in the Navy, and I was a young girl, and a guy wearing a uniform. There was something. I know. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, that could be. On on ah, what did I get in my teeth? Sorry about that. What the heck was I eating? Whoops. Are you a godly woman? Oh yes. I've had that too, Renee. Hi. Yeah. I know. Yes, they always let you know. Oh, this one guy, everything he wrote, and I would try to write the most innocuous stuff. And everything he wrote back to me was about how he'll go anywhere to be with the right woman, and it doesn't matter where in the world. And I thought, yeah, right, Cookie, who lifted and picture from, oh, that's funny. Oh, that's really funny. That really is. I have gotten them where the pictures that they use are these incredibly handsome men. And you say to yourself, I think that guy is a news anchor somewhere. It's like, I know that face. But of course, when you Google the pictures, yes, they have been used. And they tell you how many times they've been used and all that stuff. So it is what it is. But fortunately, or not, as the case may be, most of the guys who do write to me are not that gorgeous. Oh, funny. Oh, that's funny. That is really funny. Yeah, so I'm really way too involved in the nitty-gritty of life. Oh, that's funny. That is really hilarious. Yeah, I mean, it's sad. It really is sad because wouldn't it be nice if it was real people? Wouldn't it be nice? I did join a whole bunch of meetups, but I actually have never gotten to one yet. The first one was the very next day. Oh, really? I love it. Well, um, I don't know, maybe because I really, well, a number of my friends have met people that way and have very good relationships. So, it's definitely a possibility. Am I mean, I have my toe in that pond. That's all. I'm super cautious. I never did rush to meet most of those people. And it's also a little bit of a diversion for me under the circumstances, going through a difficult time. It's nice to have a little bit of a diversion sometimes. So that part of it is not bad. Oh, this light bulb that I put in it's one of those stupid new bulbs that's supposed to last for 13 years. And it's a little bit bigger than the typical bulb, and it's sort of hanging down under the lampshade, and it's right in my eyes, so it's not too terrific. So today, I really, in essence, spent almost my entire day dealing with that Poshmark thing. It is so labor intensive. It's very strange to me. I know there are people, I watch so many videos of people who do all this stuff. A lot of them seem to really love it. I think it's really weird. The strangest one. Oh, was that a guy with a plaid shirt fetish? Now I'm trying to remember. I think I had the same guy because there was a guy with plaid shirts. That is really funny. It really, really is a full-time job. Oh, you had one too? Must be the same guy. Either that or else there are a lot of people with plaid shirt fetishes. That is hilarious. Then on my YouTube channel a long time ago, what part of it is labor intensive? All of it. Um, oh, you didn't? That is so funny. That is really funny. Um, yeah, no, it's an awful lot of work for a very little return as far as I'm concerned. It really is. It's a crazy thing to do. I know. I know. It's odd. And there are a lot of people who prey on people. And again, as I say, because I watch all those shows, you see all the really strange people who have no compunction whatsoever about what harm they do to other people, either psychologically or physically. It's amazing to me. More men in Alaska. I'm not going to Alaska. He said he had other women sending him pictures of themselves. Oh my God. I really think it's the same guy. That is hilarious. There was this other guy when I was on YouTube, I guess it actually had to be the summer before last, because last summer, obviously, I was not around. The summer before, I um, I was doing some videos and I had worn a strapless dress that I had gotten online, and I had a couple of other different um, outfits on. And this guy wrote to me and asked me if it would be okay if he designed, what did he say it was? A plastic dress for me? Plastic or latex. I think he said latex. And I said, no. I said, I wouldn't wear anything like that. And I thought, oh my God, I know. So that was a little bit bizarre. So I stopped showing any of my clothes that were anything like that. A latex, it was really, really strange. Yeah, and I thought, "Oh, that's just perfect." And he said to me, "I would be happy to make it for you." He said, I'll design it for you." I said, "No, thank you very much. Not gonna happen." But, yeah, I haven't had any of those lately, but then again, I'm in a whole different place, so it's interesting. It really is. I have a video that I did. Oh, yeah, I don't remember that one. I really don't. Yeah, but, what is Biltane House? What is that? I did a whole video that I've got to edit, and hopefully I'll be able to put it out by tomorrow. I know. I know. How on earth? I mean, I like to think I'm not that stupid, but you never know. I don't know how they fall for it. I really do. First of all, it's been talked about so much. And when they fall for it and people try to save them from it, they get angry at the people who try to save them. It's really scary. I mean, they really believe that these men love them. They really believe all those stories about the guy suddenly being, put in prison for some money he couldn't come up with in some foreign country where he gets trapped and all this stuff. And it's like, what? They're actually not. They're trying to scam you out of your money. Yeah. Yeah, I know there certainly are men who have done that. There are men, it's like catalog shopping for a wife. Uh, oh God, that takes me back to a very, very old movie. And I want to say the movie was called something about an American war bride. Does anybody remember that? That's an old movie. Yeah. Oh yeah, the people who fall for it. Oh my God, it's amazing. I mean, people they've lost megabucks. They really have. I mean, they showed on, I don't know if it was 2020 or 48 hours or one of those. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't believe it. They were showing this one woman who had, I don't know if it was $1 million or $1.5 million that he had gotten from her over a period of about a year or whatever. It's alarming that somebody wouldn't get it somewhere along the line, that you wouldn't say to yourself, "Hey, wait a minute." I want to say to them up front, listen, if you're looking for money, you're barking up the wrong tree. I know it's awful. And that's the problem, Patty, because they get so hooked into the story. Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, that's amazing. That really is amazing. I know you do. I know. And some of it is really scary. I can't tell you the number of crime shows I've watched where one of the early lines in the show is, and they met on Match.com. So, there are really people out there whose total goal is to separate you from your money one way or the other, either by taking it from you or killing you for it. So, yeah, maybe I'm blessed that I have none. Aw, okay. Take care, Maria. Have a good night. You love watching. Oh, wow. Oh, well, that was fortunate. That was somebody watching over him. I can't do that. That's not who I am. It's really not. It never was. I was never one to go to a bar. I don't drink to begin with. And it's the kind of people that you meet at a bar is not. I know he does. I know. And yeah, I've watched a couple of them and it's really scary. Oh my God. Unbelievable. Really? Oh, you mean something like, yeah. There are no country clubs that I could go to by myself. They have a number of really nice country clubs on the North Shore, actually, but that is not something that I could do. I had, as I say, I joined a couple of meetup groups, but they're a little bit weird too. And they had a chat one night, and one of the girls in the group said something about, so what's going on, or how are you, or whatever. And a guy answered, and then another gal wrote something, and I wrote something. They were saying that they were new, and I said, I'm new also. And then nothing, nobody wrote back. And I said, that's really strange. Two from Kentucky? You see, you really do. I mean, I don't get that 90-day fiance thing at all. I mean, I don't, but then all of those things are just, they're a little bit too weird to process. Yeah. Well, that's another thing these days. I mean, dancing is sort of not on my agenda. And it's funny, one of the guys who wrote to me said that, that somebody who would be for him is somebody who would love the outdoors, love going hiking with him, and if you don't know how to, would be willing to learn to dance. And I thought, you're striking out on both of those for me at this moment in time. So it was really funny. I'm very excited that I was able to put on an actual real pair of shoes, a little wedge about this high, and it's a strappy sandal, but it was something other than um, sneakers. So that was really nice. It was nice to kind of uncover my toes and be able to let them breathe for the summer. Oh, sure, it was so different back then. They used to do dances and all of that. Yeah, that was, I remember those. Yeah. And at the time I was a great dancer. I used to win awards and really have a good time with it. But that's a whole lifetime ago. That's another time and another place. So it is what it is. Is there anything special anybody wants to talk about tonight? Is there anything going on that, oh yes, the big band music. I loved that too. I really did. I remember when I was young, Del Puente and, doing all of that. Glenn Miller. Glenn Miller was wonderful. That sound was so incredible. I'm always amazed by people who march to a different drummer. They hear things differently, they see things differently. It's really fascinating to me and amazing. I'm just in awe of it. Oh, I can see where it would. I think that's lovely. That really is. Yes, wonderful, wonderful music. And I love music. I really do. I think I told you the story about many years ago when I went to a craft fair with Linda, and we were walking down the next to the last aisle, and I passed this table, and I heard this music that was calling to me. Surf music. Oh, yeah. It was new age music, and it was by Tom Barabbas. And the sound, I swear, when I listened to that music, I used to feel as if it was feeding my soul, literally. I bought the CD, and I used to play it in my car. I used to play it over and over again in the car. It was wonderful. Yeah, that's me too, Dolores. I drink Diet Coke. Yeah, I mean, you can get maudlin sometimes when you listen to the old stuff, and it just, for me, it just takes me back. It takes me back to the early days, takes me back to when I was seeing my husband, when we used to go out, when we did dance. Yeah. I said to David the other day, he sent me a picture of him a long time ago. Oh, yeah. Fun old music. Um, oh, that's nice. That really is nice. Yeah, it was so much fun to dance. It was something relaxing, and again, the music, the music. I had bought, yeah. Yeah, I think we tend to associate things with our past, and music very often does it because it'll trigger an old memory. It'll trigger something that meant something, and yes, it goes fast. You know what music comes to mind for me? I had when I was a teenager. We went to it was a beach club that there was, and I would go Wednesday nights and Saturday nights. They had dancing, and I walked in, and over the loudspeaker you could hear, "It's cherry pink and apple blossom white," and there we were doing the cha cha. And I just hearing that, I can hear it in my mind's ear over the loudspeaker. Oh God. Mm. Yeah, well, I mean, listen, I know how to dance. It's just with my leg. I have to tell you, after last night, I got really scared because last night my leg was killing me. And this morning it was really hard for me to walk. Oh, yeah. It was really, oh, trying to conjure that up, and I can't. I really can't. So I'm not sure. I am not. Um, yeah. Well, the pain, I think, I don't even think it was from all the walking I did yesterday. We wound up walking through three stores, and she kept wanting to walk around the store over and over again to take one more look at this piece or one more look at that piece. And I used to be able to do that kind of stuff, but not so much these days. But I think it was when I got back to her house and I was sitting in the, oh, I was sitting in the backyard until she let the dog out. She's got a 100-pound dog. I was so afraid that he was going to jump on me that I guess I tensed up the muscles in that leg, and it was just so bad. Yeah. Yeah, I've never tried anything like that. I don't know. Oh, wow. That's really nice. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Wow. Well, today I have a hard time of thinking about anything, sort of in the western part of Nassau County or Queens, because I was watching earlier. I was I was watching FBI files, and they were talking about the killing of this cop by these not drug lords exactly, but this drug group. Um, yeah, so that was. Oh, I keep getting these messages. Yeah, you know something? I'm really tired, and I'm not even. I'm non-compos mentis. You have to have a sponsor for that. You need a sponsor to sell that stuff. Mm. So what do? You sell that stuff online? You sell it to anybody? Oh, I see. So you can sell it in person or online. Yeah. You weigh a shirt? There's a special shirt? Is that kind of like being a legal drug dealer? I'm kidding. That was a joke. Um, yeah, I couldn't do that because that's just not anything I know anything about. Oh, you did go-go dancing? Son of a gun. When I think of go-go dancing, I think of what was her name? That skinny girl, with the short hair. What the heck was her name? Back in, I want to say back in the 50s, maybe early 60s. Um, Not Twiggy. She was on television. Oh, not Goldie Hawn. Or was it Goldie Hawn when she looked totally different? Not Nanette Fabre. Laugh-In. I think it was it Laugh-In? It was a girl with very short. I thought she had dark hair though. Oh, her name is on the tip of my tongue. No, it's not Goldie Hawn. Joy. No, what the heck? I could picture her face. Really short cropped hair, dark. Nope, not Liza Minnelli. I can. Oh, Judy Carney? Carney? Was that her name? Wasn't she? Didn't she marry Burt Reynolds at one point? Yes, that's what it was. Yeah, with that go go dancing. That was at the time. Son of a gun. Yes, I totally forgot about that. Yeah. And here all of a sudden there he was. I mean, he was this sex symbol to so many people back in the day. And all of a sudden he was like 84 and dead. They all danced around. Yes. Was she a redhead? I thought she had dark hair. Mercari is not doing anything. I am, no, I'm not too impressed. After it was explained to me, yes, after it was explained to me, yeah, so I don't think Mercari is going to be the answer. I mean, I should have known better because most of the people who talk about selling will talk about eBay, they talk about Amazon, and they talk about Poshmark as the three basic ways to sell. But again, I'm amazed. Yes, there are people who do incredibly well. There are people who make really significant amounts of money doing all this stuff, but they must live it and breathe it and do it 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Although I think Teresa Judice had at one point said 360 days a year. Um, yeah, I don't know. I remember the Peabody well. I really do. Yeah, I was so into dancing. I just loved dancing so much. No, same place. It was the same place. I was just trying to get different stuff. I was trying to get the stuff that would be for the women who wear the larger sizes. And I don't understand something about Poshmark. When they have the parties where they do the plus sizes, they consider a plus size 14. 14 is a plus size, but extra large is not. I don't get it. How can that be? Large is not, extra large is not. In any case, I got a whole bunch of stuff that was either large, extra large, 1X, 2X. So I have a bunch of stuff on there now. Why is extra large not plus? If size 14 is plus and it's much smaller, it doesn't make sense. Extra large is not like a 12. Are you kidding me? No, 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 no. Extra large is more like, yeah, it makes zero sense. I was trying to put the stuff on tonight and I was laughing. I said, they're really stupid. Yours are like a 12. I've never seen that. Extra large is kind of like a 16 to 18. Yes. It's big, it's definitely bigger than a 14. And I mean, it again, 14 is extra large, like a 2 in Chico's. Yeah. Yeah, but again, if 14 is considered plus size, how on earth is extra large not considered plus size? Okay. So extra large is 14 to 16. So again, it doesn't make sense. And I'm looking at these garments, I have them, and they're big. I mean, they're definitely bigger. I had something that I got in a size 14. Large, large cannot be a size 12. I know, isn't that scary? It's that's really funny. That is absolutely true. The way they changed the sizing so people would think that they were smaller than they were. That really, really is funny. That is funny. I got one top that I didn't even realize it. It goes large XL 1, 2, and 3X. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I can understand that it's not standardized. Yeah. This one top that I got was really pretty. And by then, I had really been shopping for a while and I was sort of shopped out. It was a nice top, but I didn't notice that somebody had taken, they say large is 12 to 14. I thought extra large was 16 to 18. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Anyway, this top was perfectly straight in the front, but obviously the person who bought it or wore it took in darts in the back, so it's more fitted in the back. So I had to put that in the description of it because I guess it was too big for that person. But it was interesting for me trying to shop for sizes that don't work for me because I still have to learn what appeals to the people who wear that size. And I need to try to get what they like. One of the tops that I got, I thought would be really attractive because of the way the design was done. I thought it would elongate and narrow the torso based upon the shape of the design. And I thought that was really well done. I thought it was very attractive. So it was interesting for me. And I was trying to shop strictly for the larger sizes, but they had everything mixed in together. They had small and extra small right in with the larges and the extra larges. So it was really bizarre. Oh yeah, Free People is a good brand. Yes, I know that now. Okay. So what would be, for example, I measured something tonight and it was almost 15 shoulder to shoulder. Aw, all right. Take care. Good night and have a great night. I've been trying not to, but I try to pick up the pieces that I think are the prettiest. And that's what's been the prettiest. But believe me, I would love to have some lovely colors and prints, but I picked up a lot. I picked up a lot of things. That would be like a medium. It was pit to pit. I think it was 18 inches. And the length was 25 in the front. Judy Crane? Wasn't it Judy Carney? Or Carn? I don't know how you pronounce it. Carne. Yeah. 17 shoulders is, well, the shoulders were 15. Oh, so 17 is a large? She was married to Burt Reynolds, right? Women's shoulders, I have so much to learn with this stuff. They're usually 15 to 17. 20 pit to pit is large. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Yeah, there was one thing I bought that didn't have a size in it. So I had to, and there are several things that I got that the ticket that they had would say, for example, small, but then I said, this is not a small, and it would turn out, I don't think that, well, I think they do pit to pit, which I guess would encompass the bust size, because if pit to pit it's 20 inches across, that's going to give you, I did, I added a whole lot. Um, I went to the thrift store the other day and I wanted to get some of the larger sizes. Yeah. So, I did the best I could. I have no idea what's going to work. It's a very, very frustrating experience for me because I know what I like, I know what appeals to me, but I don't know what's going to appeal to everybody out there. I have no idea. I really have no idea. And then again, I don't even know how they really see you a lot because there are so many closets. Right, right. Yeah, and I really forget on a, as a general rule to measure because when I'm doing it, it already seems so labor intensive. 5X, I haven't seen anything. Yeah. I was going through whatever they had, and again, I had to put back a whole lot of things because the sale that they were having was on four colors. So they had white, blue, red, and green tickets that were half price. The purple tickets were full price. Most of what I picked out that I liked was purple tickets. I wanted to shoot myself because I didn't know which colors were on sale when I first went in. And then I did wind up keeping a few of the purple ticket ones anyway because I liked them and I thought they were nice. Why? You think people don't know? You think they really don't know? And there are so many YouTube videos that, I mean, I hide the tickets so that nothing shows on it. It just shows that there's a ticket on it, you know. But then again, there's a ticket on anything you buy anywhere. I don't want to take the tickets off until they sell because that way I know what I paid for it so I can have an idea of whether I made anything or not. But I think those really good things that I bought, if nothing happens in the next week or so, I have to bring them back. So I'm going to have to take all that stuff off my closet. It's a pity because they're such nice pieces. They really are. I'm kind of sad that at least some of them haven't gone. So that would be nice. It is what it is. Um, I guess I'll learn over time, but you can't return anything from the thrift stores. The tickets on the regular stuff, I had to leave tickets on the regular stuff. Oh yeah, I could never do that. Oh, oh, okay. Yeah, I really should, as a general rule, put the measurements on, but I just don't think to do it because, as I say, it takes so long to do all the stuff. And now I'm trying to wear most of them for at least one picture or a few pictures because I've had people request, ask if it could be modeled. So I thought, well, let me try to do that and see if I can, so at least they can see what it looks like on a body. The only problem with that, of course, is that I was trying things on from extra small to 2X. So, needless to say, they did not all look stunning on me. Some of them, I really looked like 10 pounds of sausage. What's that expression? 10 pounds of meat in a 5 pound. I forgot how that thing goes. 10, I don't remember it. I'm too tired. 10 pounds of potatoes in a 5 pound sack. I have, I have to tell you, I don't know where I have the energy to do it either. It's just, I feel propelled by the need to do it. And I feel as if I don't keep myself going, I'm going to just stop functioning altogether. Yes. Yeah. I've seen some very nice stuff on there. There are people who have very nice stuff. Absolutely. I think I have some very nice stuff on there as well. So, yeah, I'm learning, and learning is always a good thing no matter what. But to be honest with you, for me, there's no contest between the stuff I design and this. That excites the heck out of me. And this is something I do because I have to do it. I really hard and I really haven't done as much for the past week or 10 days. I was working so hard and I started lifting heavy bags and getting rid of stuff, and it's very difficult for me. No, I haven't listed everything from my personal closet because I'm working my way through rooms and doing things. As I access it, I put it on. Every time every time I come across something, I add it to the things that I'm going to list from my closet. And I definitely want to do that. But I'm amazed at all the Chico stuff that I have on there that doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, I'm going to have to, Renee. I can't afford to stay here. So I'm going to have to make a move. It's um it's either that or wind up not having that as a choice. And I would rather go while I can have some choices left. No, no old-fashioned music box. Yeah, really surprised with the Chico because I had a whole lot of Chico stuff. And when I started looking at comps for some of the Chico stuff, I was really low prices, crazy, because they're expensive to buy. So that didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Yeah, I'm going to definitely try to add some of the home goods type of stuff because I do have a whole slew of things that I can add. But it's like I don't want to go tearing into other. I feel as if I'm getting so fragmented and there are so many things I have to do, and then I get tired. Tell me, I'm happy to listen. Any idea is welcome. I feel like I'm in the isolation booth. What's the idea? Hello? You need to run a sale. I actually did that today and nothing happened. Tablecloths? The kind with a zipper so that it doesn't blow off? Is that the purpose of the zipper? 70-inch round? Oh, oh. So it has a hole in the middle where the umbrella goes through? Is that how it works? Ah, yeah, I hadn't seen that either. I really hadn't. I was so disappointed when I went to Home Goods, though. Home Goods used to be my go-to place. Oh my God, Tuesday morning. We had about 3 or 4 Tuesday mornings here But they didn't do well here. They all closed. The designs are ugly. Yeah, I don't know how that could be made. I don't know. I definitely have to get into making some other things as well. I was happy to branch out into the fanny packs, and there are a number of other things that I want to do. I could make the designs, but how can I get them implemented? There has to be somebody who can then print it on the fabric, whatever the fabric is. Some kind of a waterproof fabric, I'm imagining. I used to love Tuesday Morning too. It was a great place to go. I got some really good things there. Oilcloth, my God. Remember oilcloth? Do you remember the smell of oilcloth? I remember as a kid being away in the summer and we would paint and they would use oilcloth under our paintings. That really takes me back, and I can still conjure up the smell of the oilcloth. Wow. And a cabin in the country. Son of a gun, that really took me back. Wow. Ah, yeah, it's something. Yeah, I mean, don't they have that sailcloth kind of stuff that they use, things that they use on boats, the kind of fabric, so it can get wet and then it dries off and it's not a problem? Sunbrella. Yeah, they had some really nice umbrella fabrics at Frontgate at one point. I haven't looked for a long time, but they used to have some really nice stuff. There was that designer, I'm trying to think of her name. Is it Suzanne Kasner? Who had some nice fabrics. But yeah, no, the design stuff really excites me. It does. And when I see it take shape on the garment, it's very exciting. It really is. It's like making something out of nothing or transforming one thing into another thing, and it's a lot of fun. What else can I make? I mean, there are a whole lot of things that I can make now. They have cases for iPads. They do have linen type things, napkins, and I think tablecloths and bedding and um, oh my God, there were so many different things, journals, and I can't think of all of them, but there are so many. There are just so many different things, and there is somebody who can fulfill the stuff for me, but it's in China, and my fear is the time that it takes to fulfill would frustrate people, and because with them you can do shoes, you can do kimonos, you can do everything. My actual site, I have sales on my actual site. I have sales on both that site and on Etsy on a relatively regular basis, but it's a little here, a little there. So there are not enough people who know about it yet. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they're not in New York. They're not making it in New York, but I am doing Pinterest with some of the stuff, I believe. I think it's automatic that it goes onto Pinterest. I have to take a look. I think so. I really need to be doing more on Instagram. I've got to do that. So, but but I'm once again, I'm fragmented. I'm spreading myself very thin. I'm doing so much and expending so much energy. I'm not getting done the stuff at home that I desperately need to get done because there's a time factor. But I do the other to make sure there's money coming in the meantime, which it's not enough anyway. So I feel like a little bit like a hamster on a wheel. I really do. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. It does. But how do you do that when you're not making money? Then there's you can't do it because you get frantic because there's no money coming in. I'm telling you, it's a catch 22. It's really hard. It's really hard. It's very easy to say that when you don't have a problem, but when you're living with the problem every day, it's very hard to do. It's a practical matter. It's just a practical matter. So, I get caught up in the wanting to do something to make something work. And it's hard. It's definitely hard. It's amazing. It'll get there one way or the other, but I'm tired. I'm really, really weary. Yeah. It's all well and good, and it's very easy to talk about. Yeah. Yep. So, it is what it is. It seems that it's a bad time for everything in my world, so I don't know. I need to figure it out somehow, and I prayerfully will. But until I do, I need to keep punching and keep trying to do whatever it is that I can do. Well, that's good. Um, yeah, I just had that one piece the other day, and I've had nothing else since. I've had interest, it seems, but nothing else has happened. So I have to kind of see what happens with it. But it is what it is. I'm not going to belabor it because I can't do anything about it. All I can do is do my best and put it out there and hope that something happens. That's really hard. That's really hard. Yeah, it's kind of like me when I had to learn how to do things differently because I just couldn't do. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. I see more activity on the weekend, but not necessarily for me. So, yeah, they've kind of bought when they bought. And I wish that girl who bought the 4 items, that was, that was a thrill. I mean, it was just so good, aside from the whole packing fiasco. But it was very exciting to have that. And it would be nice if something like that happened again. But all I can do is put it out there and hope for the best. So we'll see how it plays out. How do you deal with when you put something out and the tag says one size? Um, I have all 5-star reviews. Yeah, every one of them has been a 5-star review. So, yeah, she left me a review immediately when she got the stuff. But as I say, yeah. Oh, good. That's good. Yeah. I just, I'm always curious to see what does. So I hope she is a return buyer. I really do. But yeah, because she loved this stuff, and apparently she wears my size shoes, so that's a plus. Yes. Yeah, I mean, it's nice when you can make a sale on the stuff that actually brings you more than a couple of dollars. So it really is helpful. Vintage Christmas ornaments. Well, but they wouldn't buy them now, would they? More toward the fall. I have a whole slew of things I want to get, the household kind of stuff. Oh, from the 50s. Yeah. Well, I don't have any of those. They're buying now. Wow. Oh, okay. That's interesting to know. Yeah. Yeah, every now and then I come upon something in the house and I say, oh, wow, I have to list that. I really have to put that on. I actually want to put that other stuffed animal on because the one I put on Mercari, it's had some views, but nothing. That actually has happened to me. No, I didn't do that. I really have to do that, Lauren. I kind of forgot about that when I got involved with all the other stuff. Um, yeah, actually, I think more of my sales have been outright sales than offers. I've had some offers, but I think more of them. Oh God, it's hot. I think more of them have been outright sales. Of course, when the girl who bundled the stuff, she got a discount because it was bundled. So, that also cut into my slim margins. So, it is what it is. It's very amusing to me. And again, I'm telling you, all these people who it really excites the hell out of them. I just think it's a lot of work for a very little return. And maybe because I'm used to doing a different kind of business, it's hard for me. Oh, really? That's a lot, 30% off. Yeah. How many things did that person buy? Five or more? It's a lot. But at 30% off, are you making anything? It's, but then again, if you're doing it just to have extra money or play money or money to buy things with, it's one thing. If you need it as income, to try to survive the in between time, that's something entirely different. So that is a lot. Yeah, it really is. So that's nice. If you have a happy customer, that's a wonderful thing if they do come back. I'm still not clear on whether they're actually. Do you think people come after they see she picks your dead wood? Oh, good. Um, did she start with you on Poshmark or from one of your other venues? I think, do they come back to specific stores or just based upon searching a particular item? She was already a seller or a buyer? Because I guess if you have buyers that were working with you before, they know you, so they know what to expect. Oh, oh, okay. Yeah. No, that's good. I love when I get likes from people who have nothing in their closet because, as I say, I know they're there to shop, and that appeals to me a lot. So we'll see how it plays out. All right, I'm going to end this because I'm so tired I can't see straight. Oh, here's another friend request from some guy with two first names. He has that same look that they all have. Yeah, and this one mutual friend There's always one mutual friend. Who the hell is this guy? It's bad. It's bad. They're these bullshit things. Forgive me. Oh well. All right, on that note, everybody, I'm going to end it for tonight. I'm really tired. I'm going to try to come back for another one. I think, yeah, yes, yes, bullshit military. I know. I know. All right, I'm going to try to come back on Wednesday, maybe, I don't think Tuesday. Oh, wait a minute, David's coming in. I'm not sure which day I'm going to see him yet. So I'll let you know which night I can come on based upon when I'm going to be seeing him. So take care, everybody. Have a great night. Sleep well, and I'll see you soon. My other video that I did, I should be able to piece together and put out tomorrow. Take care.